Hi everyone, welcome back. We're back today with another video about the latest Trello update. So this is a follow-on video from the one we did last week, which was just announcing all the loads of major updates that came out from Trello recently about the new views and the new card types. And as promised in that video, I'm going to run through in some more detail a couple of the other views. And so starting off with the dashboard view to go along with the timeline view that we already did. So just as a reminder, here's the timeline video is over here, and the major update video is this one here. Okay, let's get into it. Right, so here we are on our demo board, and to navigate to the new dashboard view, you're going to head over here to this new button that's been added. So click on this and you can access all the new views that have been added recently by Trello. And the one we're focusing on today, obviously, is the dashboard view. So it has opened it up within your board. So you can still see we're in the board here. And we've got these new charts. So this is a really nice way of viewing what is going on in your board, getting a little bit more level of understanding from, the differences. Obviously, it's quite often just quite chaotic with lots of cards and lots of labels and things. And it's kind of hard to at a really easy snapshot, see what is happening on your board and with your cards from that view. So that's why this will be really helpful. So there are three main types of chart you can add. We've got pie charts, bar graphs, and line charts here. So here's just a few that were set up by default. Things like number of cards per label. I expect the default ones would change depending on how your board is set up, but you'll have to see and let me know. Let me know in the comments. But cards per due date. So that's quite helpful. You can get a rough idea of how you're tracking. Have you got lots overdue? Like in this example, you might want to do something about that. In the future, I expect you'll be able to click on these and get more information. So you could open those up and actually see which cards are there without a due date, and you can make some changes. There are other ways of doing that, I suppose. If you have the access to the team table, which is one of the other new views, that's another nice way of noticing cards that are missing labels or dates, and you can add them in quickly. When you have multiple people in your team and you want to get an idea of who's got how many cards, and maybe for balancing workflow, that kind of thing, or workload, then you can use this one. And here's one for tracking just the number of cards in the list. And this is done over time. So you can do this up to 30 days, I believe. And it's nice. You can get an idea of how many cards were in kind of the, to-do list or the this week or even done. You can get an idea of the kind of cadence of how your team is, or just yourself is using the board and progressing through your tasks. Okay, so getting on to making charts, so you can actually add in your own ones here. So we've got a blank space, we can click this, and we've got the three options. So if we do a pie chart, then you can add it by different types. So list, label, member, or due date. And let's try due date, see how that looks. And here we go, add the tile. So then, if you hover over that, you get a bit more information. You can see the bulk of the cards on this board don't have a due date, so that may be a problem for you, may not be. But unlikely you would want to have lots of cards that are overdue, so that's kind of a red flag, and you might want to go and adjust that and move some cards around or change their due dates. If you want to edit this chart or any of the charts, you can click on these dots here, click edit, and you can change the type. So you can just make adjustments, completely change the chart completely, or just change the type. And now we can turn it back into a bar chart. So that is a brief overview of the dashboard feature. There are a bunch of new features planned, I know, for this. It's mentioned in the blog that Trello released alongside this dashboard view. If I just jump straight over to that blog post, actually, you can see the details of those new features. So even more historical reporting, a bit like the line chart I showed you. you can go back and look into the past, but with more options, so per label, per member, due date, that kind of thing. Drill downs, as I was saying as well, you'll be able to click on the charts and update the cards that they reference. So it will probably open up the card view itself, and you can make some edits to the card from there, rather than clicking out of the dashboard and then back into it. Big number tiles, this will just be a really nice way of getting a quick count of, say, the number of cards in the this week list, so you can make sure you don't have too many. And different types of data points, so in the dashboard view, so you can add in custom fields like calculations, and advanced checklists are mentioned here as well. So the dashboard view is only available for business class users and above, and that's the same for checklists, or advanced checklists. So that makes sense that they would provide that as well soon. And then finally, they're going to allow you to export this so you can easily present these charts to other team members or stakeholders that aren't in Trello as often. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. That's a quick run through of the new dashboard feature from Trello. If you have any questions or comments, please do leave them in the comments section below, and hit the like button if you enjoyed this, and do remember to subscribe so you're up to date on the latest videos as and when we roll them out. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.